Hey favorites, welcome to the vlog. Happy Tuesday. It is 9:52 a.m. and I wanted to say good morning to you. So, hi. I want to show you something really quickly before I go to Costco to go grocery shopping because I got something very exciting in the mail. My journey into tarot started in August of 2020, and my very first deck was the Ethereal Visions deck by Matt Hughes. It is my all-time favorite deck. It is the one I am most connected with, and I haven't really done any tarot or oracle in the past couple of months, but I am slowly getting back into it. And with that, I reach for this one absolutely the most often. So I also have the oracle deck that Matt Hughes came out with, which is the Dreamscape Oracle deck. I don't reach for this one as much, but I do love having it in my collection. And when I found out that he had a Kickstarter for a new tarot deck, obviously I had to back it. And I think that was last year. So the deck finally came and I wanted to show you because it is a lot different than the other two. So it is the Ethereal Visions Luna edition. So I'm going to show you the differences. This one has the gold, and this one's like the holographic. Also, the sides of the cards are, stunning. So beautiful. So I'll go through the deck really quickly. We have a very classic Fool card, and this actually looks like the one that I have in his Ethereal Visions set, but it does have that beautiful... because of the Kickstarter meeting like certain levels, we did get extra cards, so those will be in here, like Fate, Agape. Wow, I'm really happy. So anyways, I wanted to share that with you this morning and welcome you to the vlog. I feel like I want to do something different with the beginning of the vlog. I either want to say good morning first thing and don't have any clips not talking before, or I want to do like a little mashup of a few highlights of the week and just put them in the front and be like, on this week's episode, or have like an intro done by someone. So those are all things I am looking into to sort of improve the experience here. But yeah, I just wanted to show these to you and say good morning. And now I'm going to Costco because we need groceries. All right, you know what time it is. Local fair time. So for those of you who are new here, this is my bag. That is from a local company that gives me produce. So I have not really filmed at all since the last clip that I did. If you hear something in the background, Max is eating his lunch. So yeah, it's Wednesday and it's 2:45. I have an acne dot here, so just ignore that. But here's the bag. I did already pull one thing out because I was excited, and then I was like, wait, let me film this. So, red scarlet kale. Absolutely beautiful. Look at this broccoli. I love it. Speaking of which, remind me to show you my broccoli as growing out in the garden. This is sugar cane. I'll have to look at the list. I don't ever look at the list before it comes. I like to be surprised. I think this is sugar cane. If I'm wrong, whoopsies. What do I do with the whole thing of sugar cane? That's going to trip me out. Beets. Local fresh bread. I think this is sourdough. We have a bag of tomatoes. They look beautiful. I don't have to bring all of them out, but you get the gist. Humongous oranges. It's so dirty in the bag because of the broccoli. I kind of love that. And then my favorite, cucumbers. Lots and lots, which actually I turned the last bit of cucumbers I got from there into pickles. So yeah, last time I just chopped them up and put them in a pickle jar that I already had, and they're absolutely delicious. So that's my little haul. Here is an overview. I'm excited to see what I can make out of all this week. Like I said a few minutes ago, I have not really picked up the camera to vlog this week. I'm always like, oh, I'll get ahead of it, but I've been kind of running around making sure that everything is prepped for Christmas. So hopefully tomorrow and Friday I can give you more. But while we're here, we might as well go outside. Here's a broccoli update. Here's a garlic update. And a potato update. And then these back here that I planted are just now peeking through. I was getting a little worried about it, but to be fair, it's been so hot here. It's a little cloudy and weirdly overcast right now, but it's been in the 80s consistently here, and it's supposed to be as high as like 90 degrees next week. It goes from like 90 degrees to the next morning being like 45 or something. So we're struggling out here. I did this like spray stuff on the windows to sort of look like ice instead of just like that regular spray snow. This stuff. And I actually kind of love it, but it does take a second to work. See how it like dripped right there? Anyways, I let that happen, I don't care. Pretty interesting. I've been feeling a little off the past couple of days, and I couldn't figure out what it was, but I think it's because I started my period this morning. So I took a shower. I'm feeling a little bit better. I need to eat. I just stretched a little bit, so that is good. I have been eating well the past 2 days, so small victories. But I don't really feel like eating right now, and that's pretty normal for me on the first day of my cycle. But I really want to keep this streak going and keep taking care of myself. So we're gonna find something. And then tonight, I think I'll make lasagna for dinner. My family's been asking for it. It's one of their favorites. And when I make lasagna, I can make an extra, I can just double it and make an extra pan for the freezer. So I would love to be able to get to a point where I have a lot of freezer meals again. And I probably will be doing some freezer cooking here in the next few weeks, because I think I'm down to like 1 or 2 meals left in the freezer. They're just so handy, and they really help me on my high pain days, which I've been having a lot of lately. So let's go make some lunch. It's noon. And then probably start prepping our lasagna. It takes a long time, so. I also have had 0 water today, none. And by noon, I probably have had at least 2 32-ounce containers, so we have some catching up to do. My camera's making a weird sound when I zoom in and I zoom out. I don't know why it's doing that. It fell once, and I'm guessing that has to do with what the problem is. So really quickly, I want to talk about my periods, my cycles. So that's not something that you want to listen to. You can skip to when I'm done talking about it. I always put timestamps down in the description. If you're watching this, then they're pretty much one of the first things in the description below. But for those of you who do want to hear about it, here we go. After I gave birth the last time, my cycles were very weird and I was not having a consistent period. That's when I went to my gynecologist and they found my fibroids and then they diagnosed me with PCOS. And at this time I was losing an astronomical amount of hair. I was like, I'm gonna go bald because I was losing so much hair, which is normal after childbirth. So everyone's like, oh, you'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll grow back. But like in the front of my hair, I was losing like clumps of hair. And it was really, I was so distraught because if you know me, you know how important my hair is to me. It's definitely a security blanket and that's fine. But yeah, I was really distraught and no one was helping me. I would go to these doctors and be like, okay, well, what do we do? And they're like, well, we should just put you on birth control. And I'm like, I don't do well on birth control. I know that about myself. And they're like, well, that's pretty much all we can do for you. Sorry. Or like, well, we could do surgery on your fibroids, but they'll probably grow back. And like the surgeries, you know. So no one was helping me. No one wanted to help me. And I think that that is a big fault of our medical system here is like, we don't pay attention at all to hormones and hormone imbalances. And they basically just shoved me out the door and they were like, figure it out, have fun. So I did, and I've been taking herbs and herbal supplements to figure out a way to get my cycles back and get them consistent, and I have. I was actually looking at my app this morning, and I used the Flow app, and I have consistently had cycles for the past 6 months, which is huge. My hair is definitely growing back. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can. See, this is, I lost all of this hair. And they're like, yeah, that's fine. So this hair is growing back, as you can see. I'm feeling a lot better. So even though I am bleeding today, I'm grateful that my cycles are consistent again and that I can predict them. But I got some things for my journal for next year. I wanted to show you. So these are sized for my journal, for the B5 journal that I got. So like stencils. And then I also got this, which shows you like how many boxes things are. Does that make any sense? I don't know. My brain's like... And then I got this ruler also, which does the same thing as this one, just in a different way. Does that make sense? Nothing makes sense, I'm saying. So I got these. That's exciting. I also got more tape. Do you know the difference between this tape and the green tape? Because I don't. This one just says that it's for gift wrap, but the other one says that it's just like clear tape. What's the difference? I got this one because it's purple. And it says that it disappears, so that's why. And then I got something else, but you're sitting on it, so I can't show you. Also, what the hell? Okay. All right, we're on day 26, and I want to show you all of the growth that we have had. So basil tends to do the best in here, obviously. This is the Genovese basil and the Thai basil, and they are absolutely thriving. Incredibly happy to be here. It smells so good. We have our thyme, which is doing well, actually. And then our curly parsley and Italian parsley. And then back here we had dill, but it didn't work. So I replaced it with mint, and as you can see, the mint is slowly coming out. That's exciting. So this is where we are at, 26 days into the process. I'm very excited about this. And what I will probably do, because in 2 days it's saying I need to add food. So what I will probably do when that happens is take the entire thing apart and clean it. I did clean a little bit of it this week, just the top here, but I will probably take the time to actually clean inside. So there's our little AeroGarden update. I've also been growing my own green onions with this little contraption that I got off Etsy. And so like these I completely used up, and as you can see, they're already sprouting again. And it's just like a continuous cycle of green onions. So that's exciting. I did a little bit of decorating over here. And I started to pick up over here a little bit. I keep this on mainly at night because it's so bright and it's up really, really high. And then when we have movie nights, I use it too because it really is so bright. But I like to see it during the day. It looks so good. Until I get a fireplace at the farm, this is what I do every single afternoon and every evening. It's so ridiculous, but I love it. I did get some balls down here to put on it, but I don't know if we're going to do that yet. So I'm just going to show it to you how it is now, and show you a few of my favorite ornaments. This is me in the 3rd grade. I actually remember making this. And yes, my hair was very short. That was a traumatic time for me. This is from 1992. This one also is from my mom. I do have a lot of ornaments from my mom. They're very special to me. We have color lights, white lights, color lights. Why do we have that? Well, I've always loved white lights on a Christmas tree. It's just what I prefer. It's very classic and it looks the best to me. But I recognize that this tree is not really for me anymore, right? It's for my kids. So they love having color lights on our tree. So the compromise is I get a small section and they get 2 sections, and that's just what we did this year. And honestly, it looks a little weird, but I kind of love it. I don't know. I like that it includes what everyone likes. And then I obviously have my little tree in my office that I do just the white lights on. And eventually we'll have trees in basically every room. And then I'll just get to decorate my own big tree somewhere else. But the family tree will always have color lights on it because that's what my kids like. So I had a lady paint this image of Hollywood. And it looks so good. I love it. And then there's one of Max. And then I also had someone create these ornaments. They're wood. And it has all of our names on them. So you'll see they're kind of scattered around. But everyone has one. We have our pickle there. Stuff like this is stuff that I made when I was younger, and my mom kept it. I also have stuff that my kids have made. Some of it is turned around just because of their privacy, but look at this. This is Grayson's little hand. Oh my God. So we just have stuff like that. It's 67, but I'm feeling very cold, probably because I'm anemic and bleeding. But I wanted to show you my new favorite thing that I own. Ooh, I feel like the Grinch. Ooh, Anyways, so this is the Comfy. I got it off Amazon. I got the quarter slip. That's not a slip, that's a zip. I got the quarter zip. But it does come with just a pullover. I like this because I like my neck being able to breathe. But anyways, this is very comfy. It's like a giant Sherpa blanket. I'm trying to talk more in this video, and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing yet. Also, I got an organizer for my veggies. Yes, my very exciting life. Welcome to it. Anyways, this is very comfy, 10 out of 10 recommend. Oh, also, I wanted to show you an update on my rose that I showed you last week. So let's go outside. I gotta put my Crocs on. Oh God, the sun. Yeah, so it's December, and my roses are super happy. Not only that, but I also have yellow in the inside of some of these. Welcome to Florida. I was setting up to film the lasagna portion of today's video. I'm gonna clean first. It's a little behind the scenes cleaning action. I love to watch other people clean. You might find this boring.
All year long I've been keeping track of when I've been naughty and nice. And from what I can tell, I've done more good deeds than I've told lies. I can only hope that Santa Claus and my records agree. Then maybe this year Santa's coming home to me. I have found the perfect tree and dressed it to the nines. I've even made little gingerbread Santas. There's nothing left to change. This year, Santa's coming home to me. There's a rumor spreading all over town, but of course it's not true. They say Santa ain't coming around. Trust me, I'm waiting up for you. Coming down my chimney on Christmas Day will be a sight for eyes to see. This year Santa Claus is coming home to me. Yeah, this year Santa Claus is coming home to me.
All right, the kitchen is clean, so now I can film setting up this lasagna for you guys. I am listening to my audiobook, still on braiding sweetgrass, while the meat is browning. This is Italian sausage and ground beef. Here are all the ingredients, but I'm going to take these diced tomatoes and turn them into crushed tomatoes because this is what I have and that's what I'm going to use. Oh my God. I'm trying to be all like, it's not working. You need to move. So I'm just going to take these Kirkland Costco brand organic diced tomatoes and turn them into crushed. I need crushed right now. I need 28 ounces. So these are and then no juice for these 2 cans. Okay. It's gonna be loud. Ta-da! Crushed tomatoes. My recipe says to add all the tomato products and then season it. I think I'm just going to season the crushed tomatoes we just made, because why would I not do that? That makes way more sense. So here is what we have going on in here. Just browning that. And to this I'm going to add the onion. I have about a cup, which ends up being about half of a large onion. And then the recipe says, oh, I'm doubling this recipe, by the way, so this is double. So it normally asks for half of a cup. And then the recipe says to do 2 cloves of garlic. I am doing 5, doubling it to 4, and then doing an extra one. Okay, I'm going to stir that in. It's a freaking huge pot. To our crushed tomatoes, we are adding sugar, fennel, Italian seasoning. Ooh, and this is salt, pepper, and parsley. Delicious and all mixed together just for me. I thought about putting an apron on and I was like, I won't need it. And then I constantly spill stuff on me. So yes, I do need it. We are finishing up browning the meat. Oh, you can't even see it. The meat is cool. Next step is to add all of our tomato products. I need to add the basil, I think is the only thing I have left. I'm going to pull that off of our basil plant that we have over there in the AeroGarden. So leave this for just a moment. And ask this plant if it's ready to be harvested. I learned this like radical concept in braiding sweetgrass where you ask permission from plants before you just take from them. You introduce yourself, you ask permission. This lighting is really interesting. So I've been trying to do that. So that's what I just did with the basil. And now we're going to take a few leaves for our lasagna. Take some of the bigger ones here that are kind of and just like that, fresh basil for our lasagna. Thank you so much, little plant. Now we simmer and cover for about 2 hours. This is how you clean a Vitamix. Clean. Obviously, I'll clean it better, but it's how you get the process started. Yummy.
It's white outside, and the night is cold. Everyone's lighting candles in their homes. Yes, it's Christmas. It's a magic time. You can feel it in the air, that every child got their hearts filled up with joy. Yes, it's Christmas all around. All snow is falling down, all the colored lights lighting up this town. And as I walk outside, hear the Christmas choir sing Merry Christmas to you. This time of year is a time to cheer. Let our loved ones, our family and friends have a Christmas with so much love, and with joy and laughter. Let us make memories that stay forever. It's Christmas today. All snow is falling down, all the colored lights lighting up this town. And as I walk outside, hear the Christmas choir sing Merry Christmas to you. Snow is falling down, all the colored lights lighting up this town. And as I walk outside, hear the Christmas choir sing Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas.
All right, I got my Sephora order in. I wanted to show you because I got my birthday gift in here. So, here's my birthday gift for the year. This is my favorite brand besides Carmex of lip product. So that's exciting. Here are my samples. I got Bum Bum Cream and Good Jeans by Sunday Riley. This is the tinted moisturizer that I use. I stopped using like a full coverage foundation probably a year ago, and I really like just using a tinted moisturizer now on my skin. This is a face cream. Whenever it was getting cold outside, my skin was getting really dry, so I ordered this, and now it's 85 degrees outside, so, you know. This is a Moroccan oil hair treatment. My toner that I like to use. This is an under eye corrector. I have really dark under eye circles. They're just genetics. Plus I have anemia and stuff. This is a scalp oil. This has been so incredible to use, and I think it's really helped my hair grow. This is the rice polish from Tatcha, and I use this every single night before I cleanse my skin, and it's made a huge difference in the way that my skin looks. Along with this, which is Good Jeans by Sunday Riley. This and the rice polish together have been, I think, the biggest changes in my skincare that have made the most difference. But this is like holy grail. I'll never, ever, ever go without it again, but it's very expensive. But I love it. It really has made a difference. These are the Shiseido facial cottons. And I use these for toner, to clean my eyelids and stuff like that, and I love them. And this, can I open it? Yes, okay. This is like a little luxury favorites, and it has small like sample luxury products like La Mer. I love Charlotte Tilbury products. Yves Saint Laurent. And so that's cute. So that is everything I got in my Sephora order. I'm very happy. Just lots of restocks on favorites. I think I've tried everything here except for this. This is new, but I mean, can you go wrong with Moroccan oil? I don't think you can. And then I haven't tried anything in here besides I have a couple of Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. But yeah, I'm excited. So I sat down and I pulled some of the major Arcana cards out of the Ethereal Visions Luna edition to kind of show the differences between them. So I just want to go over them pretty quickly with you. Obviously the gilding is different, and this really pops on camera. So we'll start the sun, the star, strength, the Empress, the World, the Magician. Sorry, my phone is in the way. Alright, Justice, the Emperor, the Moon, and the Hierophant. Something I struggle a lot with when it comes to tarot and oracle decks is representation. You don't see a lot of people of color usually represented. You don't see a lot of bigger bodies. You don't see couples that look like couples out in the world. And so I think this deck does a very good job at highlighting the differences that we have while still giving you the ability to read exactly what the deck is trying to tell you. It has all of the same characteristics as like the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, but it's upgraded now to being something that looks like the people in the world, right? It's not all white people, white thin people. And I really appreciate that. I think that that's really difficult to find. It's definitely getting easier to find, but I really do appreciate the variety that this deck gives you. So I'm excited to use it. Also, the differences in the books sort of speak for themselves. Let's see if I can go up just a little bit. This is the original Ethereal Visions guidebook. It does what it's supposed to do for sure, and I do have a lot of tarot decks and oracle decks that have this sort of guidebook, and it works fine. But this is so much more put together. It feels like a substantial guidebook, and it has pictures, numbers. It's just a little bit different, and it's in black and white, which is totally fine. It's definitely probably cheaper for them to print in black and white, but just the differences. Let me show you. Let's do the world, because I keep going back to her being a little chubby thing. So like here's a big difference. The world here takes up 2 full pages of explanation. It has the astrological correspondences here, and you know, a decent amount of information. Whereas in this is the world for the old guidebook. It does also have the astrological correspondence, but very small section and no pictures. It actually goes along with full other things. Just another difference. I really enjoy them. Also, when I was going through and looking at the different cards, I saw on the back of here that this is an exclusive deck of 1,500. So wow, how fucking cool is it that we got one? I am so excited. I'm ready for stream hella early. It's only 7:19, so I wanted to show you. Last week I mentioned that I thought I got some acrylograph pens with my Black Friday deal. Anyways, I did, and they were like, oh, yeah, those are coming separately. I don't think that they remembered to send them to me, but that's fine, whatever. All right, so I got them in, and these are 0.7 millimeter tips, and they don't have a colorway, but they are like very earthy toned for plant-based bride. So that's cute. I'm excited to have those. I don't know what 0.7 millimeter tip looks like. Exciting. So I have these. I'm really struggling today with having any energy. I have pretty bad anemia, and so when I am bleeding, when I'm on my period, it's rough out here. So if my under eye circles are a lot worse this week, you know why. You know, it just is what it is. Have you taken your medicine this week? Have you drank your water? This is one of my favorite ornaments. It's from 2018. Oh, hold on. Copyright. Guys, I love it. I'm going to put it on my tree. I did start decorating, as you can see. Actually, let's show you up close of that really quickly. Our star is a little cockeyed. That's all right. There are a lot of presents over here already, so just ignore that for now. Our tree is beautiful. How exciting! How festive! Anyways, here's my other Mariah Carey onesie that I told you guys about. It's in gray. This one is a slightly different because it doesn't have any dogs on it. It's just Mariah. So that's cute. I think I still have a huge hood. Confirmed. Massive hood. Who needs a hood that covers their whole face? I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here. Thank you so much for spending time with me this week, even if it was a little bit more low-key. It has been 21 weeks of these vlogs, and that feels crazy to me, but I'm so grateful. I do plan on continuing these into 2022. Please let me know if you're interested in that. It feels really good. I also plan on ramping up content on other platforms, so you're not only getting YouTube videos, but it's just going to take me some time. So I appreciate your patience with me. I appreciate your love and your encouragement, and I'm sending it right back to you, and I love you so much, and I'll see you next week. Ooh, next week is my birthday week. Well, for you, it's not next week, right? The vlog after this will be my birthday vlog, my birthday week vlog. But it's a week behind. So technically the last week of December is my birthday week. Okay, anyways, I love you so much. Bye.
Ew, it's wet in my shoes. I mean, really.